What's shaking, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more 2Cellos, and as I suggested, I'm coming straight back to the Let Their Be Cello release, 2018, for Vivaldi Storm. As I also mentioned in the previous video, I'm a big fan of Vivaldi. I think he's one of the string masters, and indeed he inspired even someone as significant in the history of classical music as Bach. And I believe the Four Seasons remains very much in the the popular repertoire of famous classical pieces to this day. I would expect, if it does indeed relate to that, or if this performance does indeed draw upon motifs and themes from the Four Seasons, I would expect it to either be winter or summer in particular. And I think one of the movements of summer is maybe the most famous of all the parts of the Four Seasons, so perhaps that's what they might feature most prominently. Either way, let's hear it. This is 2Cellos, and the track is Vivaldi Storm. Again, this is one where the sonic terrain is not terribly different from the original, but refocusing the primary lead of the track on the cello as opposed to violins in some of the parts gives it a slightly different flavor, and it gives it a bit of a more intense, like adrenaline steroidal version. It feels like it's been injected with a bit like more low-end energy. So just the top performance, and again, I'm not surprised at the movement that they utilize. So once again, shout out to Vivaldi for the composition itself, shout out to the 2Cellos for being the amazing musicians and performers they are, and it's both, right? Like, and the arrangers, again, it's the arrangement of these pieces, whether they're drawn from hundreds of years ago or from the last couple decades, the performance, not only just the raw skills and ability to do what they do, but the showmanship, the camaraderie, the comedy between the two, and then of course the actual playing itself. Yeah, I apologize. I get distracted when Luca is like, she's stretching, she's like rolling around, she's flopping in front of me. You make this very difficult to keep my attention, Luca. But again, just shout out to the 2Cellos for everything they do. And ultimately, there's a number of tunes on here as well as on the. Oh, indeed, didn't I do Pirates of the Caribbean? I did one of these, I believe. Oh, Asturias meets Carmen. There's so much to do. So many 2Cellos tracks to go through. So many of their videos to watch. So again, shout out to Yvonne and anyone else who's into these guys, because the more I hear, the more it's just like there's no one like them. They're really they did something that no one had done before in that musical world. So or at least to the degree and with the constant like surprising creativity of it all. So big ups to them. Let me know what you think of this, and I will see you next time. And so will Luca, even though she's not gonna meow and give us the pleasure.